Hey everybody, this is Miss Stevens, and today we're looking at different types of shots used in the making of a storyboard. And a storyboard is really just a roadmap. It's the thing that guides you from your journey from script to screen. It's a great first step after finishing a script. So here you can see the finalized shot of Mr. Incredible's passed out as Jack is sitting on his lap, and above is the initial drawing kind of predicting what it is that they wanted to create for the animation. But broken down in a larger section, this is another scene, another storyboard from the Incredibles movie where you see the interaction between Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible, and his boss. In a storyboard, this visual representation helps sequence and break down the action into individual panels. You can see Bob sitting, he taps on the desk and sits, and his boss sits as well, and you see him disappear because of his height. He gets up and starts pacing back and forth, reprimanding Bob. You can see how the drawings are ordered to help the camera determine the direction, the dialogue, or any other pertinent details to help plan the movie shot by shot. There are different types of shots that you can use. This is an overview of many of them, from extreme long to extreme close-up shots, to more standard shots, your close, medium shots. They're just kind of framing how near or far you will be to your subject. So this is a sample of a close-up shot. I believe this is taken from Harry Potter, clued in by those glasses. So a close-up is in close range or distance between the camera and the subject. This is bringing the viewer in contact with the action. An extreme close-up is used to show detail, often to point out a clue or plant a clue. So if you've seen The Hobbit, or The Lord of the Rings rather, you might know that this is the shot, I believe, where Bilbo reveals that he had the ring all along. So that is one way to do that, is to plant a clue. The other way is to reveal tension. So you're really seeing up close the kind of reaction that someone's having. You're feeling the character. Speaking of reaction, the reaction shot is used to clue in the viewer to the character's feelings or emotions. So this kind of gives us a way of how the director wants us to feel as an audience. So if someone's looking off camera, you might see what it is they're looking at. Or if you hear somebody listening, you can see their reaction to what it is that's being said. A medium shot, and forgive the pixelation here, is waist up, away from the character. This is used to relieve a tense moment, meaning if you had a really up-close shot, a reaction shot or extreme close-up, it's a little bit difficult to look at as an audience for any time. So zooming out and showing this medium shot is a nice way to relieve that kind of tension. The wide or long shot allows the subject to kind of sit comfortably in the frame. There's a little bit of room above their heads, there's a little bit of room below their feet, but they're not chopped in any way. They're kind of fitting really nicely and comfortably within that frame. Whereas the extreme wide shot, you'll notice the amount of space over their heads and below their feet. This is more to establish location. Where are they? What are they doing? What time is it? What space are they in? The point of view shot, this is a dramatic one, is used to also establish location, but also to kind of show where we are or where the character is in relationship to their space in a unusual way. So here, this is Kill Bill, and I believe they have just interrupted her wedding, and these colleagues, if you will, are now looking down at her from the ground. Or rather, she's on the ground and they're looking down at her from above. And in this one, we see the character's perspective. You're kind of being framed by all of the money in the foreground, and you're seeing his reaction in the context clues of his environment, which in this case is the bag of money. And you can even see how the bag is wrapped around the frame making up the point of view. An over the shoulder shot. This is taken from over the shoulder of one character looking at another, often making the audience empathize with the character. You're kind of seeing from the point of view of one character, aka the third person. And the cutaway. I don't love this sample, but I think it was a nice way of showing the idea that you're at this one particular moment and it just real quick interrupts the shot. It gives a different way to pace. It's a good way to kind of show reactions, but it's a real quick cutaway from one subject to another and back again. So for this assignment, I've created a document for you. I attached it to the bottom, and you're welcome to use it if you have a printer available, or you can quick doodle up some lines and some boxes with the names of each of these shots. But we're doing a scavenger hunt. This time, I'd like you to watch the movie of your choice, anything school appropriate, and while you're watching that movie, pause it when you see these specific types of shots in the existing movie. You're looking for the close-up, the extreme close-up, the reaction, the medium shot, the wide shot. You can read the rest of them. And when you see one of those shots, pause it. Draw the shot as best you can. Don't stress about it too much. It's more about composition. And also jot down beneath just a couple notes of what it is happening in that scene at that moment. So take a picture of that, upload it to Google Classroom, and send it away. And I am looking for people to feature, so please be sure to take a nice picture so that it's not too gray or too dark, so that I can kind of show off the work that you're doing. It's really cool stuff. And just so you know where all of this is going, after you've had some experience looking for these different kinds of shots, we will be using the same process to create our own storyboard or short animated GIF using either Photoshop if that becomes available, or a stop motion app on our phone. So start thinking, what would you like your main character to be? What story would you like to tell? And while I'm not requiring that part this week, just let it start to resonate with you. Start to think about what you would like to do in an ideal world. But this, looking at an existing school-appropriate movie, doodling up some of the shots and kind of studying them, that's this week's assignment, and I'm really excited to see what you do. I hope you are having an okay time at home and that you're staying safe and you're being well, and if you need me, don't hesitate to contact me and reach out. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.